Hi everybody, this is Vanessa with Grow Opportunity, and today we're going to talk about building healthy habits. As you know, Grow Opportunity is all about personal development and healthy habits, and what we do in our daily life pretty much contributes to how our future will be. So I'm going to give you 5 tips on how to build good habits for you. Okay, now first we're going to start with something very interesting that I found out for this video. One is that I have always heard, and I'm sure you have too, that it takes 21 days to break a habit or break a habit. No, to create a habit or break a habit, right? Well, I was doing some research and it turns out that it is not really accurate. So, because we're all different, it can take between 18 days or 257 days to build a habit. So they came up with like an average of 66 days to make a habit automatic. So what does that mean? Basically, you have to do something for about 2 months for it to be part of your life. So, yay! Okay, now we're gonna start with one of the most important things for our habits, which is environment. Environment can be things from how our home looks like, how our car is like, to who we hang out with, friends and family. So we're going to start with our home. If you have a goal of losing weight and eating healthier and drinking more water, you have to make an assessment of how does your kitchen look like? What does the cabinet, what does it contain? When you open the cabinets, do you find cookies or do you find something healthy? When you open the fridge, do you find a bunch of desserts and sweets and all this junk, pizza? Or do you find fruits and veggies and something that you cooked, something healthy? You know, make your kitchen a place where you're gonna create healthy diets, healthy lifestyle. I was just telling my friend Karen that I love chips, and I love plantain chips. And I find these chips at the store. They are from Ecuador, where I am from, and they're called chifles. And chifles are the best plantain chips in the planet. And no, this is not affiliate marketing. I'm just saying that these are my favorite. So I was buying those and I was putting them in the basket where the fruits are supposed to be. And so anytime I'm watching TV around 11 p.m., I'm like, oh, I need a snack. And then I go and get my chips. But I made a commitment. So now there's apples in my basket. And I'm not really a big fan of apples, but I figured apples are good for you, good for your stomach. They don't really go bad that quickly. And so I bought apples. Actually, my mom bought me apples, but you know what I mean. So now, like very late at night when I'm not supposed to eat, of course I want a snack. And then I go to the kitchen and I see the basket and I see apples. And I'm like, oh, apples. But I'm hungry, so I grab an apple, and then once I start eating it, I'm like, this is not so bad. This is pretty good. And so now I'm on my 2nd week, so I'm eating a little bit healthier. And that's something that you can do with anything in your kitchen, because I know that there can be Oreos and ice cream in the fridge and all this stuff. So if you want to create a good habit, you need to review your kitchen, throw out what is not good for you, and start buying good things. There are a lot of things that I love, like Nutella and all this stuff, peanut butter. I never buy it. I actually don't even buy rice. Because why? Because if I buy rice and I make a big pot of rice, I eat all of it in one sitting. So I don't allow myself to buy it. I love milk. I love whole milk. I eat cereal like I'm a child, but I don't buy milk anymore, because if I have it, I'm gonna drink it. So what's in your kitchen? Now, let's move on to your bedroom. Do you want to start reading? Why don't you put a book next to your nightstand? Do you want to drink more water? Put a bottle of water next to your, no, not next to your nightstand, on your nightstand. The book is on the nightstand. The water is on your nightstand, next to your bed. That's what I meant. What about, what else do you want to do? Oh, do you want to do a little bit more work or a little bit more studying? You know, make sure your desk looks clean and pretty. Also have a bottle of water on your desk. Create your home in a way that things are easy for you to create new habits. I know that if you have children, it's going to be very difficult because there's always toys and stuff, but try your best to take steps in your house and think about the things that you use and that you need and have them ready for you. Create your environment, okay? Now, friends and family, if you are trying to eat healthy, exercise, and your friends and family are not on board and they just want to like be couch potatoes and they don't care and they're a little bit lazy, they're not the workout type, but you do want to work out and you do want to eat healthy, try to, if you can, try to hang out a little bit less with the people who are a little bit more of the bad influence and start hanging out with people who are on board with you, who also want to change and want to work out and want to eat healthy, want to study, whatever the goal is that you want to achieve. Start hanging out with people who have the same mindset, because when you hang out with people that motivate you, you will be more inclined to reach your goal. But if you hang out with people who kind of like don't really respect what you want to do, then chances are that you're going to go back to whatever you were doing before and you're not going to advance much at all. So think about your environment. Now, of course, I'm not saying stop loving your friends and family or completely stop hanging out with them. That's not what I'm saying. But your free time is very important. Your free time needs to be dedicated to the things that you want to do and to the people that help you achieve what you want to do. Okay? So one more thing that is very related to environment is having a accountability partner. Example, if you want to go to the gym and you want to start working out, you can have a workout buddy. You can work out with your best friend, or it doesn't even have to be your best friend. There has been tons of times that I have had a workout partner that is just an acquaintance, and actually it's a good opportunity to meet a new friend. It doesn't have to be someone very close to you, because sometimes the people close to you don't have the same likes. But you can make new friends. I have done that. I have made at least a couple of friends who started going to the gym with me, and now they're close to me. So it's amazing because I made 2 new friends, and what united us was a really good habit, which is exercise. If you want to read more, you can have an accountability partner. You can have a friend, a sister, a brother, a cousin, where you can call every week and say, hey, I am reading this book and I am on chapter 8 and it's really interesting because it talks about this. What about you? What did you read this week? And you can like basically report to each other, and that way it keeps you accountable, because you know that the following week you're going to have to make that phone call and you're going to have to tell them, hey, I read this much. Okay, so environment is key. So that is number 1. Number 2 is mark your calendar. When you work out, when you read, when you diet, when you study, when you do something that is the habit that you wanted to create and you put a check mark on your calendar, every time you see those little marks, your brain releases dopamine. And it's kind of like cheering you on and saying, yeah, we did it. And so it motivates you to do more. It's kind of like a mind trick. And there's a bunch of apps that actually help you mark your habits and see the progress. But I personally just use my calendar. I actually put like red little dots every time I work out. Actually, you know what? I'm lying to you because they're not real. They're not red little dots. It's that little like punching boxing glove. It's red and it's like pretty big. So every time I put one of those gloves on my calendar, boom, that means I worked out. And when I look at the whole month and I see that it's full of red dots, I'm like, yes, I did so good this month. And it's been several months that I've been doing this, and hey, like, I'm proud. And that's how I build a habit. And it has been several months. So it is true that on the second month mark is when it becomes an automatic habit, because now when I don't work out, I feel terrible. I feel like I'm missing something and I really need it. So you wanna mark things on your calendar to give you that little prize. It's like when you're kids, like, and they give them that little gold star for doing something good. And then they get really happy. That's what it does for you. So mark your calendar. That is number 2. Number 3 is the 5-second rule. It's the famous 5-second rule. A lot of people love this rule, and I don't use it all the time, but I use it on times that I really need to use it. What is the 5-second rule? It means that you give yourself only 5 seconds to think about something, and then you just do it. If you think about it for longer, you're not gonna do it. So you have to count from 5 to 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you just have to do it. So the way that I use it when I have to wake up. I am not a morning person, and I have such a hard time waking up when the alarm goes off or when my dog wakes me up. And I open one eye and I'm like, I want to go back to bed. But I said, okay, 5-second rule, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and I just get up. You have to do it. You just have to do it. And it really works, especially on those tough habits. So it can be from like something really insignificant, like, oh, I'm so lazy to go brush my teeth. Like, go brush your teeth. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. To something very important, like a really good habit, something hard to do. Okay, so 5-second rule is really, really good. That was step number 3. Step number 4, or tip number 4. This is from the book The Power of Habit and also Atomic Habits. I'm not going to use exactly their words, but my understanding is that a habit needs to be easy. It needs to be the access needs to be close, very nearby, like close to you, and it needs to be rewarding. So what does this mean? Again, with the example of working out. If your gym is 30 minutes away from your house and you get home from work, you take your shoes off, you have dinner, and then you think, I have to change clothes and drive to the gym, you're not gonna go to the gym. Don't even sign up to the super fancy gym that everybody talks about, but is like far away in town. You're not gonna go. Sign up for the gym that is 5 minutes away, 10 minutes away, the gym that is around the corner, even if it's not the best gym out there, but it's the one that you're gonna go to. You know why? Because it's easy, because you can walk to it, because you can run there, you can take your bike over there, or you can do a 5-minute drive. Another thing to make it easy, you can have a gym bag with your shoes and your clothes on in your car already. So whenever you go somewhere, you already have your clothes with you. Or right now, since we're going through COVID and a lot of people are working from home, you can already wear your gym clothes, wear your shoes, and when you have a break, go to the gym real quick. Because if you're already wearing your gym clothes and ready to go, chances are you're gonna feel more active anyway. I mean, don't you feel like your personality changes according to the outfit that you're wearing? If you're dressed up, you feel a little bit more fancy and more confident, right? But if you wear sporty clothes, you feel active. You feel like almost like an athlete, even if you don't work out. So chances are that if you wear your clothes, you're more inclined to go and do a workout. So make it easy for you. Anything complicated, you're going to drop. Okay? And the reward, of course, besides the endorphins that exercise give you, you have to give yourself a reward, because it's not all about working out, right? What if you are building the habit of reading? What if you are building the habit of drinking water? What if you're building a habit of walking a little bit more? So the reward you can give yourself is something that you like. For example, you are only allowed to listen to your favorite music if you go outside for 15 minutes and you go for a walk. So that's your reward. Or if you want to read more, maybe you can have like a little snack that is your favorite snack only at times that you are reading or when you finish reading, and then you give yourself a little reward. Or if your goal is to study and pass a certification, your reward can be that you buy yourself something nice, or you take yourself out to a really nice dinner or something. So you can reward yourself either small rewards or like big rewards depending on the habit, and that will help you look forward to, working on it and building it. Okay? Before I actually speak about number 5, I'm going to do an extra one, which is, oh shit, I just forgot. I had it. I hope I remember. Okay, I'm going to talk about number 5, and then I will see if I remember my bonus tip. Let's see. I was talking about reward. I can't believe I forgot. Okay. Anyway, number 5. Pick a strong habit. Why? Because a strong habit can help you create little tiny, also good habits. How? What does that mean? Well, okay. Example. If one of your goals is actually to exercise, and you go through the 66 days of exercising, let's say that you are over 2 months of going to the gym or running or biking, doing yoga, anything that you put your mind to do, and you actually accomplish it, and you are really in the flow, and you're working out and you're feeling great, how are you going to go and eat junk food? What will that make you feel like? No, you might have a cheat meal, but you're going to start thinking about what to eat. You're going to be like, am I really going to eat this much after working out? And now that I've been doing so good, will I really eat this junky food? No, I'm going to pick better food. Maybe I'm going to start cooking my food. Maybe if I don't cook, I'm going to start ordering services that do healthy organic food. Like, you're going to start picking better foods because you don't want to waste the investment that you already did for 2, 3, 4 months. So it creates that. Then maybe you're also going to drink less. Why? Because you have been working out so much, and then you started eating healthier. So you're still going to drink socially with your friends, but maybe now you're not going to drink a whole 6-pack. Maybe now you're just going to drink 2 or 3, because a bunch of beer, bunch of calories is like eating a loaf of bread. Like, you don't want to ruin that. You don't want to go backwards and ruin your investment, right? So a big habit can create other smaller, also important habits. Another big one that you can pick is save money. If your goal is to save money, that's a big goal that can create smaller, better goals. How? Well, if your goal is to save money, you're going to stop or lower your expenses, especially when you want to buy stuff. What is stuff? Things that you don't need, things that you see in the infomercials, things that you see on Instagram ads, things that you see, yeah, nobody watches infomercials anymore, but you know, when all the ads that you see, you have a million pair of sunglasses, you don't need another one. You have tons of stuff in the closet, you don't need more. So if you save money, you lower your expenses and your habits of like spending so much money on things that you don't need, and therefore that's two habits in one. You start choosing wisely and you start thinking for a better future. You start thinking about traveling that you want to do. You start thinking about buying a home. You start thinking about replacing that car. You start thinking about doing, maybe saving for your kids' college and all these things. So that's a third habit now, because now you're creating a habit of thinking ahead, thinking for a better future. And that's a huge habit actually, but it started with the decision of saving money. So make a list about things that you want to get better at, you want to create, you want to improve, and pick the bigger ones. Go big, because those will create the sub habits. I don't know if that's a real word, but you know what I mean. And did I remember the bonus one? Yes, I did. I remember. Okay. That was from my friend Karen also. She said, write things down, make a list. And you do have to build a habit of writing things down. So it's kind of like you have to create a habit of writing it down. But writing things down will make it more real. When you have a to-do list, you make it happen. Why? Because when I use my phone usually, even though I have told many times I am a pen and paper kind of person, my phone is with me all the time. It's in my pocket all the time. So what I do is I make a to-do list or set up reminders. So when I need to do something, there's always a reminder. There's always a reminder. And even if I snooze the reminder, eventually I will end up doing it because I don't let it go. I still have to do everything that's on the list. So once you write it down, it's almost like you feel obligated to finish those tasks. So writing it down is really important. It's almost like if you watch my video about how to reach goals, one of the steps is about writing it down, because writing down a goal makes it, I believe, 50% more, there's a 50% higher chance for you to reaching that goal than not writing it down. And the same thing happens with these small habits. If you have a to-do list, you're gonna go through it. But if you just have a mental list, chances are you're gonna forget some of that, okay? So write it down. And that is it. Those are the 5 steps to create healthy habits, with the bonus one that I almost forgot, but I didn't. I should have write it down, but we're learning, right? Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel, share, like, help me grow, because I want to create more content for you, and I want to create more videos for all of us to grow as community and create growth opportunities. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and check out my blogs at growopportunity.org. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.